let's talk about some other stories that have caught your eye. Harmy, Jacob Bethell continues to be a subject of conversation, doesn't he? With just 24 runs in his last five competitive innings. Again, it's unfair on him. I think all the hype about him being the next cab off the rank. He's a 21-year-old. He's still got this albatross around his neck without a professional hundred, or as as you called it last week. What was you call it? A grown-up hundred or a senior
An
hundred?
adult hundred, yeah,
An
an adult
adult
hundred, yeah.
hundred. Yeah. But he's just hardly played any cricket. I mean, he would have been so much better off playing some more actual cricket this summer.
He would have, and I mean, the hype is there, and it's great, and it's his own fault because he's good. He is really good, and you want him to, succeed. Desperate for him to succeed because there's undoubted talent there, but I mean, the way England have looked after him, the way England have looked after their players that haven't been playing throughout this Test match series, for me, is one of the reasons why they haven't won it 3-1 or 4-1, is because they keep bringing players in who haven't got a little bit of miles in their legs going into the Test match. Josh Tongue didn't play at the start he played at the start, then didn't play for 3 weeks and hardly bowled a ball. And, people were making fun of him during that first day of the Oval Test match. And it was just because he was a little bit rusty and couldn't come in. Because Atkinson had to go and play second team cricket, which I think the ECB, I'm sure Rob Key and them would have been thinking, what, do we really want him playing second team cricket? He played a club match and when Surrey didn't play him. And then you've got Jacob Bethell, who faced 252 balls from, I think, April the 1st to actually going in and playing in a Test match in a competitive manner. It's just, it's mind-boggling that the total disregard for English county cricket by the management team of this unit. I mean, I don't understand why. They should be there to use that system to make sure their players are in, perfect working order. Mark Wood was going to play they said that Mark Wood was going to play in the last Test, and he's close to being fit. Now, where's Mark Wood in the 100? Why is he not playing for Durham in the 50 over competition? Why have we not got him fit to try and play cricket, to get him in a position that he has got, cricket under his belt going into what is going to be probably the make or break winter of this Bazball regime. So it's not just Jacob Bethell that I feel sorry for. You're asking players, and players aren't robots. Yeah, said this many, many times, like a broken record on this show, that preparation is not one size fits all. Everybody's different. And for me, the way I think ECB look at the way that county game is, and they would just abolish it. They would. This lot seems as though they just abolish it. We're picked from the pathway, not interested in first-class cricket. That's, for me, is totally wrong, because that's where you get your players from. The players come through the pathway, from there into the pathway onto your Test match arena. And I think the way they look at not sending players back and just having players carrying drinks, Sam Cook, Matt Potts, I can count probably a full team where England have, I think, mismanaged some players this summer. And I think that's to the detriment of not being in a position to win that, whether it's the Test series, because when players don't come into Test arena full of confidence, then trying to get some confidence when you're playing against the best best players from other countries, I think it's very, very hard. And I think we've seen in sample sizes throughout this series, when players came in, it took them a while to get going. And Jacob Bethell, yeah, he's not got an adult 100. Yes, he's unbelievably talented. But for me, I mean, the way he's been managed, and he's not the only one, the way he's been managed this summer, I think it was quite embarrassing.